we'll be analyzing the state of youth ahead of the 2027 election. Where do they stand this time around? Nigerian politics has been long dominated by political elites, often leaving the younger generations on the sidelines, despite the numerical strength and growing influence. So now, talks are happening towards 2027 as the country is gearing and approaching the 2027 general election. The role of Nigerian youth in shaping the political landscape has become, and obviously should become, a critical topic of discussion. With over 60% of Nigeria's population under the age of 35, the youth demographic represents a powerful yet underutilized force capable of driving significant political and socio-economic transformation. Now, with over 70% of Nigeria's population under 30 and more than 50% of registered voters between 18 and 35, it is safe to say the youth demographic holds unprecedented potential to influence electoral outcome. The 2023 election saw a surge in youth engagement with movements like the Obedience campaign and also a certain level of increased voter registration among young Nigerians. Yet, despite their numbers, young people remain largely excluded from leadership roles, facing systemic barriers such as political godfatherism, high campaign costs, and institutionalized ageism in governance. That is that culture and tradition that believes that anything concerning leadership, a young person should sit while the old person goes ahead and the young person watches from a distance. We'll get into all of that. Now let's get started. Well, we're going to be having Dr. Elisha Bello. He's a politician and also a political analyst. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Lilian, for having me, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning to you. Let me start with you. You touched in the political waters in 2023. You know, you declared your intention to run for Senate. What inspired you to take that step, and how was it like for you being a young person in the political space?
All right, thank you so much. I think I will build on I'm going to build on your introduction. The truth is, when you look at what is happening and the population of young people and also the political landscape in the nation, you will believe me that young people are the one making decisions at the grassroots and at the middle level. But when it comes to issue of being elected into political office, they are not fully participated. And what motivates me is I've been waiting for someone close to me to say, I'm interested in politics. But I realize everybody get discouraged because of the happening. So who is going to be at the front? Who is going to, let me use the Nigerian terms, who is going to ginger us to get involved? So I think if you really want to have one person to ginger, you have to be one. If you are looking for a good friend or you are looking for someone to be something, then you try to be one. Then you motivate your peers. So I think for me, looking at the happenings and also lack of access to even these our leaders that are ahead of us, getting access to them to talk to them about our yearnings, getting access to them to talk to them about the things that matters, especially in my state, it has become a very big problem, and it is time for us to get involved. That's why I declare my interest and my intention for the Senate 2027.
Okay, all right, we had that here. Now moving away from that now. So many things they have spoken about. The cost, we saw the Not Too Young to Run, you know, when it came out, you know, that was a significant milestone that was being celebrated by everybody. But despite that, we still found, you know, cost of getting, even being the flag bearer of your party takes a lot. Cost of getting the ticket, cost of running for posts and on political offices cost a lot. And we all know that that financial constraint is one major thing holding the youths back. What's your take on that, and is it possible for that to all be broken down come 2027?
Yeah, so for me, I can say we have monitored this significant shift from 2019. I will not say 2015 because I know a number of people that vie for a political position in 2015. Both the parties were even urging young people to join, even before the passage of the Not Too Young to Run. Okay. And I'm happy. The senator that sponsored the bill for Not Too Young to Run is from the Adamawa Central, the current position, or let's say the senatorial district I'm vying for. what I want to say when it comes to issue of these finances, all these huge, let's say, setback that young people faces that you've mentioned. For me, yes, we did our homework. And we understand money is a critical factor when it comes to issue of financing of politics. However, another key thing, sometimes money cannot win election alone. You have to gain the acceptance, you have to show capacity, and you have to show to the people that you are ready and you are capable, you will not go and disappoint them. I bet you, as a young man, I believe if all these qualities have been portrayed by me, or let's say I have exhibited, and many people, the stakeholders and my peer groups see that, yes, I'm capable of representing them, I don't think the money will be an issue. That's one thing I believe, because the mantra going on right now everywhere in the nation is the youth movement. I think we can crowdfund ourselves and also get power and do the right thing for our people. I am sorry, I'm thinking about the future of my children, Lilian. Right? Look at me. We have a wasted, about 2 generations that is wasted with full of fake promises. Right? Should I wait and continue to watch those who promised me for 2 decades? I hope you're getting me, for a change that I did not experience, to also continue to promise for my children. I have a daughter. She will be 7 this year. So you can imagine by the time she starts approaching 10, 12, what am I going to tell her if she asks me about the leaders that we know? I need to get involved. And I'm not discouraged about money, Lilian. And I'm not discouraged about the politics. We'll pass through all this process, and by the grace of God, we'll get the tickets and we'll run and we'll go to the polls together with whosoever that emerge as our opponent.
Not just you, other Nigerian youth. We're just talking about the NANS leadership. That is a union that's meant to push and advocate for policy. But just like every other political party and opposition that are facing leadership crisis for reasons best known to them, this is also happening in the union. And I don't know if you sat in through our discussion segment, people spoke about how this union has failed, and the youth who are chairing that union are no longer pushing for the rights of youths. That is the first step for governance for young people. But seeing what is happening, where they are allowing political interference, where does this leave how people perceive the youth? There are also school of thought who said the youth might not be as ready as we think they are, because at every opportunity where they get infiltrated, you find a sense of corruption. What is your take on that notion?
Let me tell you the truth. Many people, or many young people, want to be in power, but they do not prepare themselves to become leaders. That's the truth. And when you check the happenings at the NANS, for me, is something that every young man should study very careful, because you can destroy yourself when you reach there and you don't have a self-conviction, and you don't have integrity, and you don't keep a good morals. There you will destroy yourself completely. This is where every man has a price. I used to say to a lot of young people, but you need to pray to God that when someone prices you at the price that you have been categorized based on your category, you should be able to resist when the options are not going to favor you or will tarnish your future entirely. So for me, what is happening, young people should be very careful, and they should know that what they are doing right now at this very young age will affect them tomorrow. And especially with the digital age, everything is being recorded. It's easy to trace whatsoever you've done in the past and bring it out to use as a record against you. What is happening is, for me, is like young people that have a price and they have never built their capacity when it comes to issue of financial discipline, financial management, when it comes to issue of them acquiring what is their own, pass through a rigorous mentorship. Now it has become very difficult for them when they see money. The appetite is there. They will easily compromise. But I bet you, over the years, I'm not just sitting idle like that for all these years that I've decided to just join politics. No, I have passed through a rigorous training. I work with a lot of organizations, international organizations. I work with companies, and I passed through mentorship that disciplined me to the extent that at some point I wanted to break. But what is happening right now is as a result of lack of mentorship, and now they compromise, and that will affect them in the future. So young people should be careful.
They might say there is mentorship. We have the cases of godfatherism, you know, where young people, some have that notion that if I serve under this godfather for a certain period of time, there's a certainty I'll definitely get into power. And there's also that notion of, you know, getting into power is having the money, making the money, flaunting the money, and doing the basics or little or nothing for the people. That is the mindset that people are saying exists among young people. What can change that?
I'm afraid, the word godfatherism, for me, it's like a modern intercontinental business slavery. Yes, I want to define it for you. So I'm afraid. You being a godfather, that does not mean you should enslave me, right? Kill my own opinion, destroy my own perspective. I should continue to promote yours. I'm also a human being. I have a dream. God has given me a good talent, visions to be able to support the nation growth and my community. So yes, there are godfatherism. But before you submit to any godfather, ask yourself, does your vision align with his? Right? Very important. The objective of your godfather, will it promote your own as a young person? Very important. But if you are just there to promote his own objective, that means you are killing your own. I think let there be a balance. That is why I say mentorship is the best, because your mentor will be able to teach you and allow you to grow. But when you just follow godfatherism, at the end of the day, you will crash and you will not be able to fulfill your own mandate on earth. So I think what is happening right now is, like the way I've mentioned, is a modern day intercontinental slavery business mindset that you have a potentials and I want to support you, but you must do the things I want you to do. At the end of the day, during the negotiation, your own stake will not be promoted. At the end of the day, you continue to promote someone's visions and objective, and you're killing your own. Maybe the solution to the problem of your immediate community, God has given it to you, but because of your godfather, you will not be able to do that. You will continue to promote his objective and also annex his own vision. So for me, we need to do the balance. And what brought about all these things is money.
Indeed, money indeed.
Yeah.
Now, political parties play a major role in shaping the minds of people towards decision making. And we know that in Nigeria, it's either you're going to the ruling party or the opposition, the big known names. Putting yourself in a position of, to gain prominence within these established political parties, that is one thing many young politicians struggle with. What do you see with the youths getting into politics and trying to gain prominence in these big political parties come 2027?
I want to give you an example. In 1998, 5 people in Adamawa came up together, sat down, and made decision, bring PDP, then in 1998. And that's how they have formed those great powerful structures that we have in Adamawa from 1999, to the extent one of them was favored from being an elected governor to becoming the vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Just 5 people. So for me, the political party is not the symbol of the name or the logo of the party, but the people, right? If you have people and you do work hard and you understand the needs of the people and you form alliances, build good relations, I believe wherever you move as a young person, you have a good intention, your party will follow it. As people, when we say party, is a collective of number of things comes together. So for me, the party you are talking about, yes, I agreed. The bigger parties are there, and we are not scared of joining or forming alliances with any political party, because they will see our strengths and they will understand we have people and the young people are following us, because we are going to uphold their vision and their mandates of the young people, the women, and our elders. So we know definitely when they see the capacity and they've seen the kind of movement we are trooping in, or we are given out, they will definitely align with us. So we are also ready to move with them.
Permutations happening. Moves are being made. The political space is shaking, but I'm not seeing youths dancing. We are dancing. I think for me, we are dancing, we are moving. The reason is we learned from the previous incident, especially from the moment that the Not Too Young to Run Act was signed by the then President Buhari. We understood that it is easy when you started showing all your steps and moves, the big guys will cut your feathers. So we are very careful. We use science, we use knowledge, we use intelligence in all that we are doing right now. But there is move, I bet you. In fact, let me take you back. You mentioned your introduction, Lilian. The 2023 election, the obedience movement
what are you going to say? Is there any political alliance and structure? Within a short period of time, someone moved to a political party. But you've seen the movement. It's a movement of young people. So we are going to be law-abiding, and we are also going to be open to relate and also collaborate with any party that has a vision that aligns with what we want to do.
Now, there are notions that, the political space in Nigeria is very dicey.
Yep.
They have their language. And ahead of 2027, we're obviously seeing defections. We're seeing, like I said, permutations. And you are saying that the youths are playing an underground move, which we're waiting to see. But do you think the youth really understand Nigerian political space?
Yeah. So when we are talking about political space in Nigeria, we understand it very well. We thought we understand about 60% in 2023, but we understood more than that after, like, post-election. So we are ready. The young people are ready. I want to tell you, if you see the amalgamation of young people in Nigeria, there's a lot of movement going on. There's a movement in northern Nigeria that is Tafiyar Matasa. I hope you're getting me. It's going rapidly. I hope you're getting me. The young people understood we have to be involved now. We are more than just you coming to give us stipend. We are more than you just giving us some money to post about you. We are more than just we being involved as a political talks whatsoever. Young people are getting involved. The awareness is getting hard, even to the rural communities. I hope you're getting me. So I think young people are ready, and 2027 is going to be amazing because the young people will determine who become who in this country.
All right, while the determination is going on, what are the plans to address the structural issues that the young people are facing in the political space? We know that Nigerians youth constitute a significant portion, but they still face a level of underrepresentation in elective spaces. So what are the structural barriers you think are bringing this disparity, and what are the plans for the youth to address the structural barriers ahead of 2027?
I want to use my state and the senatorial district I'm aspiring for. Is through engagement, dialogue, and stakeholders forum, like one-on-one discussion with the stakeholders. The fear of our elders is that they are seeing some of us as nuisance, and some of us are not serious. They are not ready to be leaders. But convincing them beyond reasonable doubt by showing capacity, some achievements. I hope you're getting me. How you were able to solve a lot of complex problems as a young person, and how exposed you are to the things that matters, and also show a respect to leaders regardless of your differences or divergent opinion. I think through that, it's easy to be able to achieve this. And I bet you when you go the other way around, you will have a lot of resistance, and also you will not be able to achieve it. So, but through dialogue, stakeholders engagement, and also showing capacity in all aspects with some achievements through your years of experience, I think that will give you an edge as a young man to be able to win the hearts of everyone and also get it right and address the question you just asked now.
All right, when it comes to winning the hearts of everyone, how there's for in 2020, during 2023 election, there was young people are not ready. They don't understand how politics works in Nigeria. You made mention of there's that cultural barrier, even among the electorates, that they want an experienced hand, and being that the youth are not experienced. How do you see this play out in 2027? Every different?
Lilian, every experienced person started from inexperience. I hope you're getting me. And he garnered the experience over the years. So that notion, that's why I said through the engagement of community leaders and also the entire general community, creating more awareness, that barrier will be eliminated. Remember that the politics has been going on like this. It is now that we are experiencing a grassroots politics whereby you must go and show to the people beyond that, not only in your posters going around. I remember in 1999, there was a chairman in my local government that was contesting, but we don't know him. I hope you're getting me. Only his posters, and we vote for him. In 2003, similarly, I hope you're getting me. But as time goes on, people are getting more wiser. The exposure is increasing. I will not stop saying the advancement of the technology that also helped.
I'll come to that.
Yeah. So So with that, I think it's easy to be able to change the narrative. There is what is the image re-engineering of people, and also aligning with the vision of the people in the community so that they will understand. For me, I have one belief. Either someone talk bad about what you have done in the past and the good ones at the same time is an achievement for you. You should be able to interact and engage the person, own up to the things you did bad. I hope you're getting me, but showcase to him you're also doing some good things. So you're a human being. So this kind of discussion, this kind of engagement will go a long way for young people to be able to have a lot of followership and also have access to the electorate.
All right, talking about followership, you made mention of technology. You also made mention of the obedience movement. The obedience movement were dragged for their inability to carry that movement beyond social media. And that's one major thing. How can these youth engagements be carried beyond social media? Those influencers who are talking about it, those keypad warriors who are typing and creating a movement on social media, how can that clamor, how can that crowd be made physical on election day come 2027?
Okay, based on available information and these things that you've mentioned, there are gaps, which you just mentioned the gap now. And for me, beyond the social media, that's the target. Beyond the social media, one-on-one discussion, creating platforms to give people opinion, to say the things also. You see, here I'm on national television discussing about things, but there are some people that they don't have access to this. I hope you're getting me. So how are we going to enlighten them about this? Of course, it is our responsibility, or it is my responsibility to make sure that I create a platform where I will interact with these people. And I've started. I'm doing a lot of interaction, gathering data. I want to, as a very, very good person that deals with data, I want to gather a lot of data from these people to be able to analyze it, and that will give me an edge to use it to make decisions. However, how do we do that? We have to go and meet these people where they are, beyond the social media. There are some that are not on social media, and there are some communities that are off-grid, and there are some communities that they don't have access to internet. So what do? We have to go and meet them, have a town hall meeting with them on a frequent manner beyond the social media. While we are targeting the demographics that are on social media, we have to also consider there are those that are off social media. Then we have to mix it. Even those on social media, they'll be glad to see you in a hall together, interacting with them, or you go to their community, interact with them. It must not be saying you are coming to share anything with them. Some of them, allow them to tell you the things that matters. I hope you're getting me. Community development, I have learned about community development, and one of the key things, for instance, I will go to your community and I will just say, hey, this community, I will give you, or I will do 2 boreholes close to the residentials. Maybe the needs of the community, the parents, or let's say the fathers, don't like the boreholes because they used to send their children down to the stream, and it's the time for them to have a good moment with their wives. And I decided to say I will do boreholes so that these children will stop going far. Usually in my thinking, I'm solving a problem. Meanwhile, it's not the needs of the community. So need assessment is very important when it comes to issue of community development and also interacting with people. You don't impose to them the things they don't want. They don't need. I hope you're getting me. So we are doing it. We will continue to do. In fact, it's not only for my ambition, but it's the good thing to do to create this awareness amongst our people so that they will not become gullible of some certain number of people that will come and deceive them tomorrow.
Indeed. Now, let's conclude. Looking ahead for 2027.
Yeah.
I want to really believe that you said that the youth are doing backyard and underground work, because I have been seeing moves. We all have been seeing it. Defection here, statements here, but there's no young person that has said anything. So that's a bit fishy, and I want to believe that a lot is going on. But looking ahead of 2027 elections, what are your visions and expectations for youth participation in politics 2027? What do you see when it comes to youth involvement?
I want to use my declaration still a lot of confidence in the midst of young people. I want to tell you. Many people are excited, those who know me, that they never thought I'm going to declare my intention, but I did. And I have seen a lot of young people embracing the politics. Some are even coming out to say, now they will vote. I hope you're getting me. That's even if it is 3 people that you inspired. Another young person like me inspired another 3 people. Before you know, a large number of young people, I hope you're getting me, have been inspired to join the politics or to become voters. I hope you're getting me. That means there's hope. So this kind of movement will continue to do. We'll continue to engage and interact, do politics education, sensitization to young people, creating a lot of forum, discussing things that matters. I bet you young people are very innovative, especially with the advancement of technology. A lot of young people have a lot of ideas. Discussing with them, peer-to-peer, they will be able to tell you without fear that these are the things. I hope you're getting me. And if you have a good listening ears, then you should be able to listen to them and also use it to canvas for more young people to get involved.
All right. Dr. Elisha,
yeah,
I would say you have convinced me that the Nigerian youth are ready.
Yep.
But the only way we'll have more, convincing to do is when we see it. Seeing, they say, is believing.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning.
And thank you for having me, Lilian.
It's indeed been a very eye-opening session.
Yeah.
And to our listeners out there, to that young man sitting and watching, I'm going to paint this picture for you. You are 20 today, and you do not participate in governance, and you allow whosoever take affairs of the government, and it doesn't go the way it should. You are left, and by the time they are done for their 2 tenures or their 2 terms, you will be 28 with no proper thing to show for it. Most likely no job because they have not invested in the environment. Most likely no business because the business climate is not what it should be. Most likely, your life is not going the way it should be because those leaders, you decided to sit on the sidelines and not get involved, or you decided to vote for because of some peanuts, have ruled for 8 years and have not put anything tangible in place for you. So if you're a young person, take that home with you and know that if you keep voting, doing that continuous circle of not participating, saying that it doesn't really concern you, you would have another 8 years to add to the 28 years that you are of bad leadership and nothing to show for it. So know that your participation matters. It doesn't matter how little, off and on social media.